The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third down, here's Mitchell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Texans had 8-3 now. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On second down, here's Mitchell. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Browns are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. K'Lavon Chaisson, the former first-rounder, in there to get the sack. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Herbert. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to gather the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Texans will take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
First down, here's Mitchell. And some room to maneuver. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Houston.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Parkey adds the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert complete. Smith has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Herbert eluding the pressure right. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
2nd down and goal. Herbert, touchdown! Brandon Cooks, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns have taken the lead.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Browns 14, Texans 7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Man open, that's Ja'Marr Chase, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Throw left side complete to Chase. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw again.
Another one into the hands of Ja'Marr Chase.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Rondale Moore.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level.
Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On second down, this is Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Herbert now.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And the Texans scoop it. Well, they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw here.
He's got the connection to Moore.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Jalen Waddle.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Harkey adds the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. After the sack on 1st down, Herbert. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Daxton Hill picks it off. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
His pass caught at the 4. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
And he'll go right back to chase. That's caught again.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown, Texans!
Jalen Waddle.
As time expires in the first half.
And the Texans will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Quintez Cephus.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now back to throw.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it second down.
They run over center with Mitchell.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick by Parkey is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
On first down, it's Herbert. It's caught. On the right side, it's Smith.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Herbert operating from the red zone. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50.
And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Makes the score Texans 31, Browns 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. The lone second remains now in this third quarter. On play action, they'll throw.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 41. Back to throw again.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left left with a second and about a foot.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. They find some open field here. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Herbert on first down now. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Here's Herbert. Incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
But that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched it all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, time, I mean, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not
touchdown.
Ja'Marr Chase
from 21 yards away.
And the Texans are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
No return for Ayuk. That'll be a touchback.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown.
On Herbert, his third interception. picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On first down, they'll run with Nwangwu.
And some room to run now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Kene Nwangwu with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Browns drive about to get started.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Play action. It's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And he's got room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
First down, and they go back to Harris.
Down to the 41.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.